Live from downtown Bakersfield, 23 ABC News Midday starts now.
Good morning and thanks for watching 23 ABC News at 11 a.m. I'm Melissa Flores.
And I'm Danielle Kernkamp. Our top story, we're learning more about how a shooting near the California-Nevada border is connected to a homicide investigation near Tehachapi.
Yeah, the Kern County Sheriff's Office says around 2 p.m. yesterday, deputies were called to the 21800 block of Quail Springs Road just outside of Tehachapi to check the welfare of a resident. When deputies arrived, they found a 55-year-old woman dead from traumatic injuries. Detectives shared information about a person of interest and suspect vehicles with nearby agencies.
About 4.5 hours later, California Highway Patrol spotted the suspect vehicle on I-15 near the Nevada border. CHP and the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department initiated a high-risk traffic stop, at which point an officer-involved shooting occurred. The suspect was pronounced dead at the scene. No deputies were injured. We still don't know the identity of that man or the identity of the woman who was killed near Tehachapi. All northbound lanes of the 15 are still shut down at this hour and not expected to open until later this afternoon. You can find the very latest on this on our website, turnto23.com.
New at 11, a man is in custody after leading Bakersfield police on a short pursuit this morning. Officers say the suspect entered a business on East California Avenue and said he had a gun. The suspect then fled. Officers say they located him immediately and tried to stop him. BPD says the car stopped briefly but then fled. Officers then pursued the car, believing the suspect was armed. The pursuit lasted around 1 or 2 minutes before the suspect crashed into stopped traffic near M Street and Golden State. Officers then searched the vehicle, searching for a gun.
The gun, which wasn't reported to us till later, was not actually a firearm. It was a Nerf gun.
That suspect was taken into custody without incident. No one was injured.
Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Elena Rusk now. Get a quick check of this 11 a.m. forecast, because you can see in that video it was raining.
Starting to rain.
Yeah.
The rain came through, and here's how it looked over the last 6 hours. It came marching straight down the valley and then has taken over our region. So as we put this in play right now, the areas of red, that's a good heavy rain. Up in Delano, we're there at 46, McFarland 49. Here in Bakersfield at 50, we've had some good rain so far this morning, enough to be measurable. And you see 39 in Tehachapi, 29 in Fraser Park. So it is coming down, falling, and sticking as snow. With that, you can see most of that rain has been from Delano to McFarland. Look at how they've had more than a tenth there, whereas by the time it got to Bakersfield, most of that heavy rain fell apart. We've only had a few hundreds. That's officially at the airport, though. But there's more to come. We also have some fast winds, especially through the 58, and some of that snow is falling as well. Look at this 44-mile-an-hour wind gust in Jawbone Canyon. So we'll talk more about this storm and how it affects us the rest of the day coming up.
Bakersfield police welcomed 26 officers to their department this morning. Let's take you out to live video from a very packed theater at BC. Loved ones watching on as Training Academy Class 1901 walks across the stage this morning. They began the academy back in August, and they're graduating after months of training. The ceremony includes a badge pinning ceremony for the 26 new officers. Congratulations to them.
The Bakersfield Police Department are looking for 2 men who got into an argument at Clinica Sierra Vista in central Bakersfield and then led to shots being fired outside of the health clinic. According to officials on scene, officers were dispatched around 11:20 a.m. yesterday for reports of a shooting. When they arrived, the investigation uncovered the 2 men began arguing inside the clinic. The men went outside as the argument escalated, and one of the suspects pulled out a gun and fired it. Both men fled the scene. BPD said there's very little information about the men's appearance. No injuries were reported. If you have any information, call BPD at 327-7111.
Cal State Bakersfield is warning students about hackers targeting student financial aid via emails. According to an email from the University Information Security Office, the hackers send emails with a link for students to log in to their accounts and update their student financial and account information. That information is then used by the hacker to log in and redirect their financial aid payments. The email went on to say the hackers know that financial aid distribution is slated to start on January 13th, and they are actively trying to steal login credentials to get access to student accounts. CSUB asks students to contact the CSUB help desk by calling 654-4357 if they believe they've received one of these emails.
Garcias Memorial has a long legacy here in town, and now they're leading the way with something new.
They are now the only high school in Bakersfield to have a competitive dance team. Take a look.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Garcias Memorial is taking the lead.
We're the first high school in Bakersfield to do this.
These 13 students make up the first competitive dance team at Garcias.
It's just great because Garcias has started a lot of things, and this is just another thing, and it's another way to continue the Garcias legacy.
In fact, it's the first competitive dance team at any Bakersfield high school.
We had so many really good dancers right in one class period. We wanted to do something a little bit more.
Once just an elective class, students now have an opportunity to challenge themselves as a team, taking part in competitions across the state.
It's able to showcase all of our girls' natural talent, and I myself, I've never been a competitive dancer, but I've always had like a little bit of dance in my blood, so it's nice for me to be able to be exposed to it.
The team is headed by a familiar face, Georgia Peck.
Keep working at it.
You likely recognize her name in the dance world, as do some of the dancers on the Garcias team.
It was the bow on top of the present. It made this whole experience perfect. Georgia's like a mom to me.
She's owned the Bakersfield Dance Company for almost 40 years.
She'll help me be the best dancer that I can be. She's not afraid to correct me, but do it in the best way possible.
And Georgia's daughters have a connection to this team too.
Pretty special.
Micah Peck is the principal here at Garcias Memorial, and Tyler Peck, a principal dancer for the New York City Ballet, who actually helped build this very studio at Garcias.
I couldn't be prouder of the two of them. And it's made Garcias. It's put them on the map because we're doing something that no one else has done. And I'm really proud to be a part of that.
Georgia says she has high hopes for her team.
They're great athletes. A dancer is really your best athlete. And that's what we wanted to develop into an athletic program too.
And these dancers eager to set the tone.
It's amazing to be like the first team because we can really set the standards high for everyone, and we can show everyone that Garcias means business.
And we are wishing Garcias Memorial's dancers good luck. Their first competition is in March in Los Angeles.